Venus in focus. International collaborations can help probe the dense atmosphere of Earth's neighbor. Means if the international space agencies like NASA and ISRO, if they collaborate, then they will have a better shot, or they will have a better chance to examine the dense atmosphere of the Earth's neighbor, which in this case it means Venus. Venus, the hottest planet in the solar system, has not enjoyed as much as recent attention as Mars. As far as space missions are concerned, with surface temperatures of above 460 degrees Celsius that can melt even a metal like lead and a heavy atmosphere of carbon dioxide, the planet was considered hostile to life. So Venus, the hottest planet in the solar system, has not enjoyed as much recent attention as Mars, as far as space missions were concerned. Means the recent space missions which have been taking place, all of them are about going to Mars, landing on Mars, or sending a satellite to Mars. But not a single space agency was concerned about Venus. So at this point, they're making some investigations. Investigations on the planet Venus. With surface temperatures of above 460 degrees Celsius that can melt even a metal like lead and a heavy atmosphere of carbon dioxide. So, the planet Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. So, it is basically considered to be a very dangerous planet. Its temperature is the temperature of its atmosphere is above 460 degrees Celsius, which basically means that it could also melt a metal like lead. And also, its atmosphere is made up of dense carbon dioxide, so it's considered to be harmful, and that's obvious. This, despite its being smaller in size to the Earth and rocky, so much so that it is often called the Earth's sister planet. So Venus and Earth usually have many similarities. Um, Venus is rocky, and Earth is also a bit rocky, and also both of them are a bit similar in size. Earth is a big Earth is a bit bigger. So Earth and Venus are often known as sister planets. There was some excitement when the European Space Agency's mission Venus Express found signs of ozone made of three oxygen atoms and considered a biomarker, the upper atmosphere of Venus, in 2011. So some inquiries and some scientists, they found ozone in the upper regions of the atmosphere of Venus. So ozone is actually made up of three oxygen atoms. So they found ozone in the Venus atmosphere in the year of 2011. But the recent discovery of traces of phosphine, another biomarker in its atmosphere, has just given the search for extraterrestrial life a shot in the arm. So not only ozone, they also recently found an other element known as phosphine. So phosphine is a compound; it's not an element. Um, Phosphine is also a biomarker. Um, uh, um, Ozone is also a biomarker, which means they have the capacity to produce life. So in the same way, phosphine is also a biomarker, which has the capacity to produce life. So now they assume that because of the presence of phosphine and ozone on Venus, there might be some extraterrestrial life. So now they have started the search for it, and this is a big boost. Mm, They told that it's a shot in the arm, means it's a big advantage, or it's a big boost for the investigation of the extraterrestrial life. Phosphine, a compound of one phosphorus atom and three hydrogen atoms, is given out by some microbes during biochemical process. In an atmosphere rich in carbon dioxide, it is likely to get destroyed soon. So phosphine is actually a chemical compound which is made up of one phosphorus atom and three hydrogen atoms, and it is emitted or released when the microbes are going through some biochemical process. And due to the high presence of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere of Venus, phosphine won't last long. It will get destroyed soon. However, the researchers estimate that phosphine forms about 20 parts per billion of the Venus atmosphere. Means if we assume that the whole atmosphere of Venus has a billion, then 20 parts of it is phosphine. That's so much. This fact, when added to the hostile conditions and surroundings um, surroundings phase surrounding phase yields tantalizing possibilities of phosphine survival through extraordinary chemistry and thermodynamics or the stubborn triumph of biology and life. Um, so what the scientists thought is that phosphine could not exist in an atmosphere which Venus has. It can't exist in such type of an atmosphere too long, but it is existing too long. The scientists thought what would be the reason. They have said that if phosphine was able to survive this long, it would have some serious and sad. It would have some serious possibilities to do certain things. Um, Maybe there is some extraordinary maybe there is some extraordinary chemistry going on in the compound of phosphine. Something's happening that the scientists are not aware of. It's very interesting. This finding was the result of years of careful study by a team of international astronomers led by Jane S. Greaves of Cardiff University, and was announced in a paper published in the Nature Astronomy. So this finding of phosphine was actually found by a team which was led by a professor, um, Jane S. Greaves, and he comes from the Cardiff University. This discovery was published in the paper known as the Nature Astronomy. Professor Greaves first identified phosphine in Venus atmosphere in 2017 using the James Clerk Maxwell telescope in Hawaii. So, Professor Greaves first observed phosphine in this in the James Clerk Maxwell telescope in Hawaii. Further study and precise observations using the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array Facility in Chile confirmed the suspicions of the researchers in 2019. So next, Mr. Professor Greaves he took the help of some facility and confirmed his suspicion. What was his suspicion? His suspicion was the presence of phosphine and hence extraterrestrial life on Venus. So his suspicion became true, and he thinks that there is some phosphine and also some extraterrestrial lives on Venus. The very caution exercised by the researchers in announcing the fact underlines the lack of knowledge about the systems and the need to make sure before celebrating the discovery of extraterrestrial life. So now, before they celebrate the celebrated discovery of the extraterrestrial life, they need to make sure that it should be there. So that's why they didn't announce before. They were making sure, and now they had made it sure, and now hence they have announced it now. This can only be taken further by making it in situ measurements in the atmosphere of Venus. So now they should again start taking measurements so they can confirm it. In situ means at the original stage. This poses its own challenges, and of course, this adds some very hard challenges in order to do that. Perhaps flying at a height and sending down drones or balloons would be more feasible than a landing. So instead of a space shuttle going and landing there, if they could send some balloon type drones, it would be easy to check it than the landing. Missions to Venus have been planned by NASA and ISRO. While NASA's mission is slated for the launch next year, ISRO is looking at 2023 right now. So both the space agencies, the American one and the Indian one, NASA and ISRO, both of them have planned to go to Venus and check it. But NASA has confirmed its launch for the next year, while India says that it will launch it in 2023. As is not uncommon in space missions, a spate of collaborations may well improve the chances of efficiently probing the dense atmosphere of the planetary neighbor. So it is very obvious that if two space agencies agencies collaborate, it will be very easy for them to find the extraterrestrial life in the Venus. Thank you.